Hi, this is Mike Pettigrew, serial entrepreneur and #1 Amazon best-selling author. And I have a question for you. How much happiness have you created for yourself? Now, a lot of people think they don't create their own happiness. But you know what? That's not true. Often people think that they become happy when their desires are met and they achieve certain things. And if certain things happen in the future, they'll become happy. And always, people can often stall their happiness, put it off to a time in the future, but that's denying happiness right here, right now, in the present. And studies have found that happiness is actually a choice. It's a choice. As Abraham Lincoln said, people are about as happy as they make up their minds to be. And this is what studies have found. It's true. Happiness is a choice. We become as happy as we make up our minds to be. And the reality is that a lot of people go through a lot of suffering in life, and suffering is suffering. It's never pleasant. But you know what? Even when things are really, really, really difficult, you have the ability to draw forth out of your life happiness. A perfect example of that was when I lost everything many years ago. Made bad investments, trusted the wrong people, and I lost everything. I went from being a millionaire to having nothing. And our son was born. I couldn't feed him or my wife or myself. It was devastating. And I suffered terribly. But then I remembered what an old friend of mine, Bruce Moen, very well-known author who recently passed away. Bruce was an amazing person. He's told me once in our home, he conducted a workshop here, and he spent a week with us, and he told me one morning, he said, Mike, if you ever want to return to any state of consciousness you've experienced in the past, all you need to do is remember what it felt like. So if you want to return to any state of consciousness you've experienced in your past, all you need to do is remember what it felt like. Now, we've all felt what it's like to be happy. We've all felt, we've all had experiences where we suffer greatly. That's another state we can tap into. We've all had experiences where something wonderful has happened and we feel overjoyed and full of gratitude. That's another state we can tap into. And this was the key to transforming our own situation all those years ago, and enabled me to go on to create lots of businesses and write bestsellers and help people all around the world. It all changed when I remembered what Bruce said. So what I did was I decided to start using the power of gratitude by remembering a time in the past where I had felt sincere gratitude. And just by dwelling on that memory, after a while, real gratitude started to build up within me. And I did this every 30 minutes of the day. And after only 3 days, amazing coincidences started happening. Huge coincidences. So you have this ability within you to tap into happiness. When things are rough, things are rough. But we don't have to be crushed by external events. You can tap into happiness right here, right now, just by deciding to do so. Now, you might think I'm talking about repressing your suffering, or suppressing it. I'm not saying that at all. It's never great to suppress anything. But you do have the capacity within you to choose your dominant state. Because you know what? What dominates over long periods of time then shapes your destiny. And if you're choosing to be locked in the past and putting off happiness into the future because of certain events and experiences, then I promise you, you're holding yourself back so much. You're holding yourself back so much from being happy in the present and from creating an amazing life. Because Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, one of the greatest bestsellers ever written in history, he made it very clear that what dominates, perpetuates, our dominant thoughts, our dominant emotions create the circumstances of our life. And this is really important. He talked about creating a positive mental attitude. And we create a positive mental attitude by deciding to. So you have so much power within you to transform your circumstances, but beyond anything, you have so much power within you to change your inner life state whenever you choose to do so. And if you do that frequently enough, you carve an amazing future for yourself where you can achieve all your biggest dreams. So if you're having a rough time, please decide right now to change your inner state and then make that effort to do so. And I promise you, life will become golden in the not too distant future. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to speaking with you again. Bye bye.